Okay, quick memory bank item. This Pentel pen, liquid gel pen called Inner Gel, is very good. It writes on waxed surface, this is packing tape, which I use for a lot of things. Most notably recently making lots of snippet rolls using this fabulous glue. This tape, however, has like a silicone finish so that the tape doesn't stick to itself and you can actually unroll it. That causes a little problem trying to write on sometimes, and it takes paint really well, but most of the time it doesn't take any ink. So this pen, and there are others, works on not only the plain thin, perhaps silicone coating, I'm not positive what coats it to make it not stick to itself, but something along those lines. And then this is a waxed part. I used Daddy Van's furniture polish, which is beeswax with some olive oil in there. And I just waxed this after I laid it down. After I taped it to the book page, I waxed it down. And you can see, you can actually read through it, whereas it's in its unwaxed state, you can't. One thing I did notice is that these leaves, I've now glued them down, but while they stuck readily over here and over here, they did not stick to the waxed part. But I have since used Barely Arts glue to stick these down. And then I scribbled with the pen. So that was one thing I need to remind myself, maybe next year or whenever, about what works and what doesn't work. Now back to the deli paper. I love deli paper. 1,000 sheets of it. Dixie food wrap, that's what it's called. Very, very thin. A little slightly shiny on one side and matte on the other. And this is what it looks like before I do anything to it. I've printed on it. I've done videos showing that I run it through the printer and get some wonderful prints. This is a piece of that same deli wrap that just threw coffee on, coffee stained. I like it. Here's the deli wrap using a coating of Mod Podge and PVA glue. Totally different, but very nice and strong. Now, the other thing I'm going to work with is the Amazon wrapping paper. This is it in its natural state. And this is it completely coated with Daddy Van and wiped down so that you don't feel it, but it makes it a different color. Nice color, actually, and quite translucent. You'd be able to read if I glued this on here. Well, that would be the problem too. Once it's waxed, the kind of glue you can use, I have found score tape or that tape works, and sometimes the Barely Art glue works as it did here. So you'll have to experiment. I will have to experiment. The glue issue is the thing when you wax stuff. So this is my little memory bank note for today.